Memwajo na mama wakwaba waba Kofi TV so na enwumre nkomo a yebabedi very simple. Adam and Eve ena yenim se Nyankopon edi kan ebo wo na wokan tro no a eduru baabi ema yese edi ntromu ho kena nebo ekowie ye ba kodiniti yomu ekonya obi ware no wo bia bi ne ensem bebre na ya na mfifi mu de ya na ehu hia ebi wo ho ya na obi bisa se na wenso na topic wenso ya na eno na Kofi TV ye da enso issues o wanfo discuss na discuss and e bisa se Adam and Eve ansana wo mo eba wiase no de na ewo ho de important na ewo ho na Nyankopon abo nipa ni bi dada na Jana Churches das obi a waben ewo ensem wetese mu in fact very red ban ensem ahodo a sese ye bisa yenya answers pi no ano a ono an otumi ma ye answers no strangely what make actually say hell is not everlasting ronsem ja ebetwam heaven ebetwam na mom de entwam the kingdom of God and into ya empress ebekọ the kingdom of God Jana yamwajo
yamenia
mpomboko de
Nyankopon dara me ho yepa
so jeni ya boni 20 no washe black ya na say
ede menchi a omo hwe mde din kan ma yen ma na busuafo ni na ya akọ ha adwen se abranti ave no basi so obo ne brana I mean bibisa abeto no ye beso Nyankopon fa ne kra ensi the entire me black no on say me obi am follow colors and a Tuesday and one of the good colors for Tuesday no jet black we bet me square pink but me feel it a measure black and because na Tuesday and Tuesday no the best colors to wear no and a jet black account na measure black and you say be a brand na your community na measure black
like I say black here color Tuesday we share na
we share Tuesday very good because spiritually you know say colors are very important. We discussed several times over programming so and so follow colors are eboa nyame na ahihye ne sa all the days you know your good colors I will share here and the colors be ha nyama days be no nti wonnim na okoshe bad color for a day I say we swimming against the current na man no man to toye nti wonnim na wo share the color designed for a day eboa ma no matumi eyeye nti be no always no me try say me follow that me check but personally no me live with that
okay ya mo akwa ba sa fe no wakan ho asede me kan na ye topic no very simple before Adam and Eve enim se mfiti ase Nyankopon bo soro ni asase enim se enumu ena obo Adam ena actually oyi Eve free Adam emu sanity.
Yes, they have said the Bible no can the Bible account no correct and one no na and that topic is controversial
very controversial
and your baby in some in fact your program we have Facebook on I am really commenting nyina me Kofi am that me nya time reading nyina hu amount for feelings amount for understanding said that china be make asana ma hu amekan ko beti ase but I na few one nice or monty ase nemzo o ko hwe de o YouTube na o hwe comment na amam for hwe wi answer ma comment and inte momunya understanding ntino o mo kan somot say de wati ase ne na o kan ba Facebook na ase nipa ne hwe na o kan bibia pa na wa hwe bibia to nti me person normally ne unya abote na o hwe kwa chiri a ba monya understanding say be ya nkoye bias na ha me obi frame anwum na at times o hwe bi program de amam for bi comment na ha no so mo nim ni ba kwa me na mso no ende en hye da mfa ho say ina ye nipa and definitely no ade bi obeye obi fe enye obi fe but me feel say democracy there is ultimu kire wa adwen there's nothing wrong about it but na me say nipa benya brain na ya tie kakra nti utia at least do best medo ba bi no feel say nko yi a na waka wa adwen na ya sha say na man for kasa no fine no say a part of life nti no me feel say problem bi ani ba yam na topic ni so ba ko fi Nyankopon eso now, like I'm saying, no Bible account no very good and correct. But the woman say you want some bebre wo ha Bible no anka ho asem. ɛno nkyɛ sɛ Bible no nyɛ complete o ɛyɛ complete sɛ obi bi obedi Bible no nko ara so na ofolo Bible na obɛkɔ Nyankopɔn nkyɛn straight bɛba nkyerɛkyerɛmu a Bible no anka biribiara anwie deɛ kɔkɔ baayɛ ne sɛ Nyankopɔn no ɛso ɛna n'abɔdeɛ so yɛ den ɛso nti sɛ ɔbɛ compile biribiara saa small book no mu a it is impossible. So last time I can say obi a wɔbɛ 50 years so ɔka sɛ wɔtwerɛ ne biography a ɛbɛ so in Bible obi a ɔgye 50 years ɛna Nyankopɔn efiri de wɔdi ɔsase wei so na abɔfoɔ na asomfoɔ biribi agyame yɛ bi ase yɛ twɛ ne nyinaa bom agu buku baako ma yɛntumi nka biribi biara nti yɛ some of the things bi wɔ ha Bible no summarize no ɔma details no but yɛafa biribiara so adeɛ bie ni Bible mu biara no yɛmfa ɛyɛ wrong adeɛ bie ni Bible mu no sɛ ɛnyɛ that is our mistake ɛno nti ayɛ no yɛka sɛ nyabotrɛ sɛ adeɛ bi wɔ hɔ na wo nte ase a hwehwɛ sɛ saa na nipa de sua adeɛ sɛ biribi a wo nte ase no menka so sia na aka nti mafa ne saa no woyɛ nipa nyame ma wadwen ɔma onyansa hwehwɛ nti no yɛka bɛsi sɛ Bible say mfiti ase yɛn Nyankopɔn abɔ Adam and Eve awo Cain and Abel Cain akum Abel okum ni wie Nyankopɔn se unua no wɔ he ɔsɛ ɛdɛn na me nua me na mehwɛ ne so ana Nyankopɔn se unua no mogya ɛso asase mu no esu frɛ me nti wo sɛ Nyankopɔn ahu ɛna Nyankopɔn kɛse no na Nyankopɔn kɛse ɛyɛ Cain no Cain se wa kɛse mi deɛ obi bi obehun bia so obekumi o wodie ne yo ne maame ne papa na te ase ya wo Cain and Abel wa kum ne nua no ɛna Nyankopɔn ai kɛse no sɛ ɛne nti obebrɛ Cain se sɛ de wo kɛse mi de obi bia hu mi obɛdan so obetumi akum me na Nyankopɔn se ɔde ne nsa yɛ mark bi ɛwɔ ne ho so obi bia ɔde ne nsa bɛka wo no asotwe ɛba wo so no ne 1000-fold bɛkɔ nipa ne so ɛne nti na hwan na Nyankopɔn ɔno Cain dwen sɛ obehu na kum no nti a na osuro no because there were only 3 people at that time
according to the account
of the Bible no ɛna nyɛ no nko aso Nyankopɔn sɛ obi bia obehyia wo ba bia ɔbɛyɛ obibi no wo punishment no 1000-fold ɛbɛkɔ nipa ne so nipa bɛn Cain fifie kɔ according to Bible no ɔkɔ north ɛkɔ ware saa na Bible no ka say he went to the land of north and then he saw his wife and omo woman nti no question is say obi so Bible no ɛyɛ na ɔnta nka ɛmma because Noah so wɔ mma kan ho na Bible na nka who told you time a nsuhiri ni ba yɛ na ɛka Noah ne mama no ɔmo nsɛm papa ne nyi ɔyɛ old nipa bi aso ni wi ase bio according to the Bible account nti no ɔmo mpa bibi anya a ɔmo ase bɛhye according to Bible no lot ne mama mi no ɔmo ma papa nsama ne no ma ne bore ɛna ɔmo ne die ɔmo mi nyina the Bible no kam ma ho asɛm ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a Bible ayi na Adam ayifo ma na Bible na nka no because no time Nyankopɔn kan ade bi aba ɔba yɛ ɔba Nyankopɔn kan ho asɛm nti there is nothing like say na ɔba ka ho ɛna Bible na mbɔ mu di no Adam and Eve awo Cain and Abel Cain akum Abel ɛna Bible say Cain ɛkɔ north the land of north ɛkɔ kɔware the question is say Bible account ni nyinaa no de a baabi ɔkɔware yɛ san kɔfɔ ni firi he anaasɛ ɔkɔtena ase ɔno nkɔkɔtena for many years na ne papa ne maame san kɔwɔ ɔba na ɔso nante ya na ɔkɔto no kɔware no ne nkyerɛmu nyinaa ne sɛ Kofi mɛma a little bit ayi na amanfoɔ ɛnte aseɛ sɛ bibi wɔ hɔ na sɛ ofi sɛ wo nte ase a ɛyɛ men conclude wahu Bible no Nyankopɔn da Roma yɛtumi asua ana yɛnsua ne sɛ literary sɛ o ɛsɛ wo find sɛ wo kenkan science book bi ana wo kenkan newspaper bi no Bible no deɛ te ne sɛ wo bɛkan ne sɛ Nyankopɔn twerɛ na twerɛ no so no before sɛ wobɛtumi ate aseɛ no you need the Nyankopɔn understanding ɛne nti sɛ woanya Onyankopɔn honhom understanding a ɛbɛyɛ den paa sɛ wobɛtumi akan Bible na ate aseɛ nti yɛn kenkan Bible sɛ yɛnya ayi graphic bi na yɛkenkan so wobɛtumi ate Bible na ase yie paa na gye sɛ wonya the understanding of God then you can understand the Bible nti obi bi Onyankopɔn hunu mu no ɛbɛhunu sɛ that Bible story account no ɛyɛ okay but ɛnyɛ detail Into the wash as will be some questions for one. Young person no questions be I won't be no. You want to chase him. Then you begin to search yourself. Bible say young upon Adam and Eve. Ya Cain and Abel. Cain and come bedding can young upon cast no so be your shame or bahame. Young upon so be your ordinance abacano. Wo punishment no 1,000-fold enko nipa no so. Bible say your pie or call not akware. Say nipa ni frɛ. We are Christian, you know has never be say yeah. Then now you are opening yourself to understanding as in knowledge. Na my mention be the entire Bible no can say no. Bible no has free baby. Brother of here Nyankopon creation nyina no. Say me ka say me kan was by nwie ne by me summarize no. Nyankopon nankasa na ye friend the supreme being no. Ne kase no nipa dodo na enim. Atro no mpo eya na entimu enka Nyankopon kase ye ni nwie. Nyankopon oni ahyase eni awie ye. Onum na ade ahyase nyina efire no. Na Nyankopon pɛ so ɔbɔ ade a so o decide me bɔ ade a enye nyame nankasa na ɛbɔ ade. The God himself does not create. Amanfo nya bote no me nkasa nwi no mo tiase. Nyankopon kasa ɛmmɔ ade. Na so ɔbɛbɔ ade a o expand ne ho. Yɛmfa ne sɛ ka yɛ ba nipa mu anka yɛ president ɔyɛ Nana Ado. Na sɛ ɔyɛ na nyame a. Sɛ bi ɔpɛ so ɔyɛ adwuma bi a ɔno no na ɛbɛyɛ. No one why expanding another form of nanadwa obehu say ene so gina nchen erenti no ono nan kasa nanado ni na emom ni expansion na ba be creation na empo enye ni immediate expansion no so the immediate expansion no so be expanded into 4 different forms obiya be expanded 1 2 3 4 into another 4 na we are 4 ni nyina so obiya be say expanded 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 and yet 12 for her. So that's 12 expansion from God, no. A whole creation be here. Now amongst our 4 creation, no, 4 expansions, no. One of them, no, or no obeda ho. Now that one obe sweaty or sweaty the water air sweat and it turns to milk. That's not because you salt ocean, no. You milk ocean so other planet. Until the sweat and be turning into milk ocean. Na turning to milk ocean na obe floating ewo nso eni se de obi odim suja no dansu mu no nti nso na ya milk no and sweat. So now when he breathed out Nyankopon expansion after 12 expansions no so breathing out say from the skin pulse no enimu na universe ni na epiepie free ba. Now one universe be an consists of billions of planets. So they who say earth and no okay ka ba ko be 1 billion boma and na 1 universe. Now one universe be between the skin pulse uncountable. From there creation starts. Now Nyankopon ba dia right from beginning of creation of the material world or the material universe your friend say Satya Yuga. I just said the age of golden, that's golden age. That time nipa nyininya 100,000 years and sane.
I remember say last now say yeah time bi beba nipa ya wo wa say unnim fie kese bia na yeah the
first age your friend of Satya Yuga golden age eho na nipa nyininya 100,000 years and sane wo. Now that time na boni ni wi ase yes 100% of the people are pious omo nyina ye ahotefo 100%. Na Satya Yuga nim lasted for 1,728 years. That from the day one Yankopon ba de up to the time sa golden age ebe si lasted 1,728,000 years. It's almost 2 million years what do I say? Na yenye duru Satya Yuga bone has here ewura then we will enter into another generation. A friend say the silver age. Silver age no be when yi pa 10,000 years. That period so lasted for 1,296,000 years. At that time 75% of the population pious. 25 people are sinful. Now boni room. Until after 1,296,000 years then we will enter into the third generation. Third generation so your friend said Dwapara Yuga and Abekan said Bronze Age. And also Nani panyininya 1,000 years maximum. And also lasted for 864,000 years. At that time, you know, now 50% of the people are pious, and then 50 of them are impious. Because the pious will be a for. That time, you know, and a Bible creation started. Now, unim. Yes, Bronze Age now Bible the shall say, and also lasted for 864,000 years. The end the last age I want to see a friend said Kali Yuga, and I said the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the Iron Age. We so ever lasted for 432,000 years, and I find you 5,025 years. What in year? And then you know you were 432,000 minus 5,000 years, you know you are about 426,000 years. A day anima you betcha. And then from by the beginning of the third age, you know, a Bible story in shall say. Until now, here Adam no fear no 700 years, 800 years, 600 years. That is the third generation, not two generations about your muko. Now, generation behind and there was something we call it partial destruction. Nyango pon say bibi ya wabo. Nze nipa obes say the boy for a womb. Few people will still be on earth. By now, say another generation, there's some form of another creation. Yango pon say bo ade. But not previous generation, no. On say bibia. And until your last age, you won't see here, no. Unza na jiwa so maka say me say yango pon say biase.
Yeah, on the market, you want to market down, say, then we have a father. Unza maka be say, market me down, I'm say. I am maka say yango pon en say as we. In somehow no no cre, because this last age, you know, there will be a partial annihilation. Yango pon say bibi a obo as we so, but obo say ade boy for. Nemum oka go na Bible na ka say asase bebo aye sekete ewiemu just the description a wo Bible no no che say ewiase betwam. Yes, the atiane say tieni yo your golden age, your silver age, your bronze age, your iron age. After every generation, because there's a little bit of destruction. Then we enter into another generation. God creates. And also Ebabisia, Bonyaba Mount, there will be partial destruction. Now, you're saying you will another one like that. Name you do total annihilation. And on a Bible can was some be and Yankopon. Say what here, everything will be destroyed. Now, no, yes, I never book you. Back of me, we are much at the final days on how Yankopon say, obey, we are show. Bible doesn't even explain it well. How would Yankopon say, as we know, getting to the end of it, you know, for 100 good years in soon to that. 100 years in soon and to that until a real way a very no. Heat never we no a banum nipa homo je nyina to come kase ababa nti nipa ba wi nipa nam nti obi nyensan a omo wono to apa no makuma kwanawe. There's going to be famine for 100 good years, and the sun will be so hot say ohun suo nyina abetwe. Na sa community ni people begin to feed on other human beings. Na nya no nko enam say wi ane bonte no poni nyina abewe asase ne be geneti fire, and that fire na eba no ebe then just the jashi nipa. Now we are so abeka home. The whole earth now will be full of fire. It is not an easy thing. But before fire never has another wind. Your friend said the wind of destruction. A Bible for 100 good years. Now sa inflamana ebono. And then the Bible ba na kokoye clouds. Na pa ebetoja. And in the Bible account only no correct, but any detail. Nti na make am say third age na eya do apa yuga no etwa ma ye I mean second age ni twa mu a Bible account na be has no where people are living up to 700 years no ba no. That is the third generation. The people from the previous generation no, some are still living. Nti sa ankofo ni bi na won no do a Ken ekoko hia obi otim kokko ware. And nti ye kan say na Bible na nken kan say the mechanic no obi onum pese obetie bibi apart from the Bible ka say abandon no kan anya no kre. But you should be able to tell me say Cain and Abel no Cain kum Abel no hina Cain kunya na yero ware no
So when you begin to ask these questions, then you don't have any other option but to accept what I'm saying, unless there were different sorts of any information. Of
the source bias yankai emano. And ebia na emani binana.
My story said no a time no. Yanka said mama me no. Then the yankai ma. You see the point is
my bleed Montana say how did he know all this? We didn't know who was he? Hey, my God, Grace Opoku. Was he? Please ask him what about Rapture, Reverend Matthew Ajenim. Yem family and say, we you know we didn't know who here, and this one asking about Rapture.
Yeah, the attorney said, quite fast of me who you know. Obi on school there muda. Sani pano intimum fast can enquire operation. But we have a class 1 now, pre-university now called doctor school we are. I feel better me actually second operation. E nipa bi na o te grass no nim hwe no say no timi first kan obi yare a oba pa ne yam e yade na free ntini e yade sua the kind pastor me hu ye ne say me sha see ebisa questions like I used to say me papa your sofo me ma me go panye me free busua nyam sumwom me offer no me ensa they are pastors now
and just because of one question one
question so many questions
question ben aso bisa o man
first thing bisa say Adam and Eve case here because they call me a Sabbatarian SDN. Until no, it's your Bible no. The cost of school. I asked this question. Tell me a Bible no can say Yankopon Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel. Until no Cain ko nyana yere no we.
Obo Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve. And I'm okay Abel. Na ba kwa kumba. Ko na ba kwa ware baby. Until no efri. O ka mo se me bi so bobo dam. Ba ko benya no nko a o. O nso obi na ni afra o yese ya. Den aye na abayi bronzam. So I use that. Yankopon is so powerful. Say, obey me about the mahon mindset bonza mo to me. Otimu say others Yankopon dey obo. So I started asking questions, and all the answers were not satisfying. I'm telling you, I'm being sincere with you. I'm a Christian, and I'm still a Christian. And yes, satisfying Kofi. So you be a what tenase pa na wo study ade. Na wo bisa question na wo perre answer. Yes, be en cancer be na wo da. You see that the answers are not satisfying. So I was reading many books, asking questions. Ntobe humene me hu jo wafta me no mokasa me hu kremofo me hu obia I want to find out until finally I got information from the Hare Krishnas, and I'm telling you say all the answers were so satisfying. Say when they tell you know say this is the truth, so what when you do more then you should be able to answer it yourself. Then me hu wanfa adisua wo so betime asua de hu second no be say dem be another question saying
another question let's say rapture
yeah rapture ho sa wo den sa you know make say 100 years there will be no rain, and the sun the way you see and the heat about 10,000 times. That time no nipa be suffer. Within that time no rapture will come. So rapture is there, but I'm telling the person who is asking this question and you china nye as of for binim nim say okay say yes Christ am o china obwa onu nim say yes mo china. I'm telling you he knows because nipa okasa an ko the bank account scared them. So if you really believe that Christ can come tomorrow, won't keep using way. Yes, on board tonight. The judgment day will come, but it is not today, it is not tomorrow. We have 426,000 years ahead. Your Bible, bear 2,000 years in it. And as someone says, I'm arguing we in a bank. Eh? One day, we are after 2,000 years, we are still there. The point is, say, you might die today or tomorrow. So that's your end. But say we have to say any day, I am telling you an authority. Say you were 426,000 years before this, our last generation will come to an end. And that time there will be a partial destruction. We and we specific information na the point is say we are Christian, that is okay. We are Christian, that's fine. By bisa questions. Won't it be say amen gazo? Yeah, we may say Christian bisa. No, you should ask. The will be sir, no one answer now. Go out. Somebody will be able to answer and give you the satisfying answers.
I mean, can I comment, Kakra? Anthony Yankee was from which book does he got all his biblical information? Too deep, but he's just trying to be well known in Ghana. Kofi, let's leave him. Joseph de Graaf Brown. Or say, what does your name mean? Jana Chachus does. Okay. Nana Opoku was say, I'm watching you from Udine, Italy. Okay. Bleed Montana was say, as far as I know, we Africans don't know anything about Christianity. The white came to teach us all this. So, Papa, it's the white that teach you all this. Don't be 100% sure of these stories. Anina Ado was it? Please tell us some of the books you read. Daniel Woyome say, please, Kofi, ask him about what will happen who are dead in the time of total destruction. Also, and Daniel was it, this man is so powerful. Tony Waja was it, oh, this man is doing great job and really like him. Reverend Matthew Ajenim, what the Syria ena ebaye ena Tony Afranen so ha na de baye. Was Islam has the solution to this Cain and Abel story? Just ask a Muslim. Abdul Rauf and Akaba Franklin Akaba was it, the day you die, your Jesus has come. Victoria Tay say, wow. Ousu and Daniel so Syria and Enoch say he is telling the truth. Have studied a little bit demonology and read the of Ken Atta. They all give detailed account of creation and the end of the world. The message is not Dawson. Jerry Ubi was say, oh, I like this man. And Jana Chachus Up Lion or the buyer was say, I like this guy, Elvis Yao Sechi. Was say, I really like this man of God, Daniel Osu and Son. And who wrote the books? Bleed Montana.
Back of you see, say Kasa, we speak with authority. It's because the books we are reading was not written by any human being. You know, all other scriptures, authentic as they are, were inspired through men of God by God. Yango Pompe said, "Bibi, no, we're inspiring Crawford." Na omachro ntune ye nipa na tro ye, but through inspiration from God, so authentic. But with the Vedas, the mother of all scriptures, the most oldest scripture, it is not any human being who wrote it. The thing say the Vedas was spoken by God. Nyankopon personally, he manifested in the material and he spoke it. But like I'm saying, in the first generation, 100,000 years, there were no need for books. People were so pure. Say, when you can say one full book, okay, in our tour, you didn't fit that. The first generation, the second generation, the third generation, people were so smart. But when we are about entering this generation, God foresaw and he knew. Said, "Nipa ya basa generation mono, yenyansa no so beti hwi." There will be difficulty understanding issues. So God personally came down. That was 5,025 years ago. And he personally wrote all those scriptures. You see what I'm saying? What did the man say? Say, your Bible, your gospel according to John.
No, God came on to
Earth.
Hey.
Yes.
If God is so big,
that makes him so powerful. So but he can still manifest and come into his own creation. Even though the creation, and it came from his skin pores. Out, I guess I did through skin pores. How can he enter? But he still come within. That makes him God. So God personally came and he wrote everything down. And then all the information I'm telling you, and yes, God personally came down.
Wait, Ambassador Noble Yeboah. Was it Kofi? I respect his opinion, but any knowledge outside the Bible is not true. If those he asked couldn't help him, it doesn't mean this doctrine he's talking about is the truth. Ambassador, if you have other sources, other answers, apart from Adam and Eve story, we will want to know. Yet to me, also Kofi, tell him that Cain married his own sister. Yeboah bright, and
your Bible na kan na say scripture be na kan. Obit mama answer.
Yeboah bright, wait me my that answer, you love it. Also Kofi, Genesis chapter 6 says something. The Genesis New International Version, my man had it. Yeah, I say wickedness in the world. When human beings began to increase in number on earth, and the daughters were born to him, the sons of God saw that the daughters of human were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortals. Their days will be 120 years. Okay, the Nephilim will on the earth, were on the earth, okay, in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans.
I'm really sorry now about angels no moody send day but me name your point or person or
I'm not getting it. Yeah. I'm confused and I rejoice kutokude by Rachel Engman say this is deep. And we say in which book Mercy Esiedu and Ode Ebaye. Was it why so many
Yellow man, I say why so many churches? Yeah. Because of the different opinions and misunderstanding. He's doing this to create his own church, mark it on the wall.
I think Yellow man, I think this is the first time I heard Jana. Hare Krishna movement, he's not forming a church, and so that is that for your understanding. But Amarim Fisa, your sponsors Nuguswa Ekra Yemo DK Aluminium Plus, fa a dine home solutions there, Obaboa Yepa, fa what dine aluminium fabrications, I would win say a year empoma, say a year idea to say, Nina DK. We need TLM, teaching learning material. I'm giving you the teaching learning material. Oko parliament omu gates in any way nina DK aluminium. Door now drew one I be a queen in our in be. And a far a dine so bo and chance in special one bana mempen. Because in suit I want it. And so the encompassing you time it. When you know when a mamma and I did. But it's up barefoot. Almost say a chance and a nice one. I just say, Madam, we you know, ebi, and I fat dying or the paint to be fabric about open to die, you'll be doing her who are obeying picture because we dear bridge up again. A panning in IDK say a retail and a wholesale in our no ebi. Aluminium fabrications there, we know any Momadiana and DK and she a momna on to me and wow. Qua FS a draw strong kubia. Mean to me can was some envy if you say a boosty immune system no. Emo ni pedua no fight ya de ahodo bebre minimo bi a wonom bi wo say me kompoko na me say but me hwe mu ano immune system no is able to do everything and na nyame abosenka em fight ya de bi amfa man enso na me say ya na aba form nti na ma ya yare sa kwa FSC Center of Awareness wo mo na ede aba Dr. Duncan na eda no na unye bi ebeboa wo enti bomodian na fa numbers na frɛ na ma wonsan ka bi se yire ma ona unya bia o de hwemachi kwa ba multimedia front desk wa o de so o hweme o ka chair receptionist na kra se kwa FS no pe bia oba yi ma sutre na mam wanya bi wa down ho na se o mamfo ba ha be gibi pa de ntia ya mempe ada sources no ne se edon de we tie na mempe so obi dia so kwan be da na wa chenchina and to get it from the right source na into me emwa na dro pa o yare o nyare o hia bi na onomo we boost immune system no some states elder Samuel enini wo boy adwuma e de magana fo a wo mo akwantru wo si dan de si ha ne dan no wo si a se de ohunu no biogas e wo mu wo ja na generate electricity ma na plan no so efe e no si dan no so adan a eye ewu ajama se dan no ho eden o ye Pentecost elder turuku assembly say wo duru ho a wono ne so fopani a woda wo mo ano Finland or boy juma pa na or you'll be able to trust no with money and into friend no wait me inbox no or Facebook and also wait to me email in an email address and an address and telephone numbers no whole friend or one more AC dan or no so Ghana so back where any or modiana unsi udan emfa nsi ho emfa emao sanso and a year Kulun Ghana Limited at the Hunchun capsules at the abajaso na the Hunchun capsules say oh no more a prostate no how we ho nyina no eyi e de free ho enti be a prostate enlargement to jonso say the rubber beto be mam ne nyina wonya hunchun capsules be beboa ho and araba bazen na wafo ho ne de ma na munya menstrual pains no eyi de free ho kra wo de free telephone number na ho no na ubenya bi na etwimi aboa ho ye pa enti na ho ensem eno no sanso ene was seen this fashionable online shop there oye ne say enche be wi sisia the Cindy fashionable online shop here is a ma bags ene ma ho ne ma nyina no woton bi ene ntifa number yi na opese otubi wholesaler ofre na obema won sa aka bi fast pa na ma bags won paboa ne ho ne ma nyina gentle pa na won sa atumi aka bi na atumi awaw wo mo ekura yasen ena sa ade ye de boyachi na de activation ebia wo product bi person manfo ho fa number ne frɛ dimpa ebeboa ama edo products na ne nam kuroma ma obi ahu anajo awie o light wo roll video na ke so manfo hu no product no na ke se ye advert ma wa no ba bia nipa ahia bia no ebetumi de akɔ hɔ ayi kura na apese ede wo ma me no papa bɔ ho kura no ebetumi wi ya opese ye bia no ebetumi aye ede ama wo anenti yɛbɛsia ba na yɛne Gianna ababetoa yɛn komo no eso me ne me producer director na Nasefa meni bobo yeguso na enche said I'm kind enche because around 9:30 I will have to do some pampas until maybe enti menim so I can comment ni dia
comment back be
respond the kakama me
ababebre say
so me na respond the mama
say nyankopon obi anim da nyankopon be den obeba enokra Yesu yebisa no o se obi anim se nyankopon nti nyankopon anim a nyankopon so won krofo bi o reveal secret tu hwe Yesu bai no ho bra Kofi information bia no nim but the people are no more no they were not serious people or kind of kro mo mpe just imagine say omukun because say ne papa ni nyame I am the son of the father for this truth no omo try so many ways okoso bi yade homeda ya ko fenje na wo san yade homeda ye pe bibia chichire na kum no ntino some of the other no nyese ne Yesu no onimo hwe Yesu se ohia dodo na okasa obebuom ohia asuafo dumienu no a all the way okasa but ohia sa amiensa pe a eno mom deep secret and the onsem bi ha Yesu anka mean say nyebe no onim but you feel say people were not ready for that kind of information until Yesu say that nyambe say nyankopon pe nenim nyankopon so eno no atwe ni books nti ewom babu me ma numbers onyete bia me bo mitimo I'm giving numbers because the scripture says so and it's God who said it and until Yesu anka and just say nyankopon ntimu nka obabi foforo na Yesu onim bankrofo na no more at that time no they were not ready for any good information oye bibia no omo tonton amanade on pese on to amene na yanchi nkum no to the point say obi kura yare na so san yare say homeda omo na maburufuo mu a homeda omo bubu aburu no bi awe no omo se wato mra such people no when you are dealing with them no you should be very diplomatic the Yesu use ni nyansa e de kanyame asa be yobetima age nkrofo nkwa and enti one date just imagine say o se hwe before Abraham I was omo se wo de ne how wono Abraham no woni ne ho de panyinti a wo so hum Abraham they will never understand. Yes, you have me one sembe brio me kana kire mo but se see mu ntimo ntia se so the point is say you want some people ha Yesu anka kire suafo no eno nkire se enye information e wo ho nti me de make an dog of enokre bi na make enye se me bomiti
se me try na me hear Genesis chapter 3 verses 20 was it the Bible lets us understand say if na the mother of all nations living at that time and then maybe just a Bible Genesis chapter Bible where is Genesis chapter 3 verses 20 eben they are the by how that is
Genesis 3
20 Messiah do I say what is important is the 10 commandments. God need us to stop killing as Christians you know and someone who say Genesis chapter 3 verses 20
3:20
yes
Genesis 3:20 okay I will say and Adam called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skins and clothed them. But we are not beside say yes, even the Bible no say if rebel the mother of all nations. And the Bible na say Cain ekokoware enti no okofa na yire ni firi nfa. Moreover, Nyankopon curse no Cain no. On my comment bi o say where what curse me there. So bibi obekumi bia bekumi. When dey be hu okum no.
That means there were other living.
There were other living people. But what the ten say Bible no ever correct account. But say we can story be na ebia o space I want isa. I saw summarize on you be na be to me aka. To the point they say mama the story of creation long the Bible story started from the 3rd generation. Okay because after every generation no beginning of any new creation no Nyankopon e create. What I say the American no Nyankopon is no na America. Obi bi opese ono fa no obetumi afa. Obi o Kristo ni na bi abekan wonti ase a wa king kan Bible ni na try to find answers to it. Because ye nyamesomfo because we want to follow the words of God. E be say di Nyankopon asemachi. To try na hwe Nyankopon asem na.
We so I was send about twice Emmanuel Brefo Emmanuel say Deuteronomy chapter 29 verses 29. Deuteronomy 29:29. And we say ebetimi aboa 29. Ekosia Chairman was Jana de Filio Basa Safo Nana Kwame was if you want to hide something from the black man hide it in the book. Sena 29:20.
I say the secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. That is very good. Ghana High was here no. Your information be her. It is there for everybody. It's a public information. But I'm telling you, say the cabinet of this country no. Your information be how where they own. Almost a clarified information. The information be how you will never get it. Huh? The say bibi officer information obi any means say Nyankopon say yes, information will keep for some special people. Nde bia no you're not part of that special people are fine, but me no I feel say bibi bia no Nyankopon dey see anima. Everything is there. The only thing is that we are not ready. Obi kan or so person dey see bibi ni a fashion bookum. Because you packing kan person obi nkinkan no ma mekire yin. Dem go kan na wonti bibi ase a na wa bisa. Wo bisa na answer na nya satisfying na koso na bisa more. Wo be see obi obetimi answer. The Bible back of I said in the beginning say authentic book of God. Obi bi obedi Bible no so no edisu yi a obenyi Nyankopon nchen yakọ. By your information be where it is not in the Bible. And then just say my Bible is incomplete. No, because Bible is a book from Genesis to Revelation, a small book like this. But all the information needed for a person to become righteous is in the book. There can be not any Bible. Now when I make it sense, I don't think you should say because any Bible means no. I am telling you many things I was as any Bible, but we feel say right here.
Naomi upon say please, I beg, don't confuse Christians. Naomi they are the buy.
Christian be out be confused on your Christian. Say if you are a good Christian, now I'm pass away. See, black of Christopher no, you guys will be a Christian now. You was sort of fool. You guys will be a Christian, will be a Christ like. The babies are also a Christ like, or be a Christ like, and some information you know, and you're confusing to the person, or better I say. No more class like no. Only the BBC no better out. So we are Christian young what I'm saying, you say it makes sense, and a young couple some make to be fat. So I won't confuse anybody. I'm just speaking the truth.
I like the history from this man. I know some Ghanaians don't believe in anything, but I do. Some they are what they buy and no. What's will be say the entity will be near free near day and also many answer.
Yes.
No, but I know see a case seven young couple when young bed.
Two babies I want say the entity will be say young couple in bed the upper to be in sofa. Huh? Oh, story back your Bible master information buy no. Obi ne fia na Yesu ai den ase nani. Ana ye bi say we ne maame ana na papa boni bi. Ana amani pa na yesa. Na Yesu da bi said the Nyankopon ni mo nyambe da din dia. One person na Yesu kan ho asem. Nde ne nche obi bi ne afre bia Nyankopon ni mo nyambe da din dia. The point is say bra Kofi Nyankopon nti ase eso. People should try to research. Hey. So obi a otinya nyase pa ye ni bibia nya ne nwanwa. There's nothing like accident. Huh? There is nothing like accident in this world. I got to be an accident because no one names a business me boy. But so names a business an accident man. There is nothing like accident. BBS Biano has been programmed. God knows.
And I was somewhere to Ghana and so Jania a cocoon. It has been programmed.
Yes. Nyankopon him said that year 29th May 2017. Area say as something busy. Bible say Nyankopon him ni much na mfie da apem. Nti ni Nyankopon nim.
Nti na Nyankopon nim say ebi mbeba nifrafo.
Nyankopon baba da. Na me na ye. Okay, Bible was here. Me na me bo omum ketrema to nanum. Even the damp. Me na me bo ne ketrema. Na Nyankopon ye based on your previous life.
No, but Nyankopon yes I say or mobi bodam Nyankopon yes obi mobi ani afira obi be ba fine no ntimi nsore nante say na nyame am waye wabo obi skani wabo obi hia ni no de breast
nyame no na elbo obi hia na obi sikani na emom de would deserve na ansa beka se see e ko prisoner Ghana president one prison say ya obi kom for 2 years obi kom 6 months obi ko come 20 obi ko come for life no because the judges no mubu aten no omo partial they will give you judgment based on the intensity or the gravity of your sin nti Nyankopon yes ono enable bibia na mum before say Nyankopon be you bibi no it is from your own past life nti na say obi a on reincarnation di no bribia is either say obedun Nyankopon enye the supreme authority and as a bonsam ho edin say Nyankopon because many things say bonsam na aye nti Nyankopon se tumi no ehe na ende na ehe na bonsam de hye ase tumi bia hye Nyankopon sam tumi bia na oti Nyankopon compete na eba ne sense no mo bi sie enye na Nyankopon ma ne kwama ne si so we have say bisa question obi hu say there must be a reason na reason is saying Nyankopon ya partial ondo obi ntan obi so ya wo obi ni frɛ ni oyekwato oyeba fine onhu ade da onye se bi obetwe na wanyi na wahu ade ka eh mahu ade ntino nyame ya ade onhu ade da no de fo no de wu ni Nyankopon ni me na daddy kwan benzo
ye omo a ebo meje soja ni ebo no ma odi wuye bi de abo ewi atwa agya to ne mu so wudi boni bi etese ya reincarnation utumi nya asotwen bi what kind how is it like
brako fi de ate ne se boni bi abeye bia na asotwen ba atro no say de obedua bia obetwa udua mango ne ba na ba ko pese e wo fom na anyina abeye dua sa dua ba ko ni mama ngodo beto ansan de na wu nti ade bia wo ye bia ne sa ne nsunsuan so ne ye nti we a o maye ne sa no obi bia ne sa wo mbi no enye se bia ban ko na betima atwe nipa na so nature is going to punish everybody na nya no kwa ye bone yesie osum nipam anadwo na wo ye bibisie na wo bokro no na wo na nyina everything will be paid for.
And if you kill like this in your next life
when you kill you'll be killed.
Your next life you also
be killed, yes. In the ancient times when the kings were so pious, so be kumobia na you kumuni panibi, because according to the law no, if you kill you must be killed, and in the kum now to move in your next life no you're gonna face that 7 times. Do you have to pay no and now you walk I am for no very pious no be your born and a born in a very a year near hanging a kumno. The abundance I find your punish there, but they are saving you from that kind of punishment in your next life. And you know, uko be no for where no, you'll be killed also. Or mom we are abortion. We are abortion better 10 times.
But without apologies, sir, if that is the case, then are we saying, sir, it's possible, sir, Penia Yakuni, maybe it's
something. In fact, any panel free into the empathy can be my mama story be. There was one monk, a monk will be a priest. I won't marry. O tu kwan yakoba bi na konfuhia
the last me ba o ha me be to ba ko onye ikura da no
onidi bibia da aduan ka onidi for the past years no bibia ne hold onum just coconut juice in nsuo they are living the high class people nti okoba bi na konfo che no mo bo no je ne ho no manyina so when he get to the next town no he was crying no so people then himself obi o ye monk no bibia how nti den na ya bo waje no mana wusu no so no me soon not because of my me normal but me soon say boy you bo me no I deserve it because from my previous life no me ye bibi na e deserve say you bo me na ye me normal but it is very unfortunate say nkofo no omo boa me amama tua me ka me di biribi atwam na mo me being a monk a priest omo bo me no omo punishment no mo ndimu nso in the next life so me soon not because say the imagine me ya na mom the consequences ye be bo omo so no even though me born amaya ni biribi atwam na ne nsunsuanso na basa se omo meje me no ma de na nam se me so me ye priest omo bo me ninte no ne nsunsuanso no omo ntimi nso a nte ba ko fi bibia besi bia no na ye hwe the instrument no but the course no most of the times we don't talk about it.
For how long are you going to come and go and come
until when you become a pure person to go back to the spiritual world. Yes idea even 100 billion times you have to come until when you become perfect. Back of it so what try SHSBC exams the one pass here. Yes, oh, you go to resident me boy obesa ko try bill What my country? Fine, your minimum number say what is here. But nipa mu kwenim say why nso hwe one pass your more chance. So Nyankopon administration no. Say how many chance until final judgment. The final judgment the banner say once is now everything will be destroyed. But until then you keep on going and coming. And anything that your differences you know. We are saying you be and who effect and you be and who time and you be and who any all these differences it is based on our past life. And it's when your reincarnation come near Bribiano is either Obeka say Nyankopon to me no and you complete and answer upon some Nyankopon some competition.
Kwabena Nick Joshua. So do you remember your past life? Okay, previous life.
Yes, Kofi. Idea will be a bit me who. At least 2, 3 up to about 7 past life. It's possible. Yes, but the thing say.
Until when more there.
No, but I don't talk about my experience. You know, I figure to say. My personal experience doesn't.
You know.
Yes, it's possible. It's possible. I would know my past life. Now the thing say. So, or past life, now when you will be awarded the position to be able to control yourself, now about be negative for you, because idea is your past life or not. Who says assume in a year say when a year say how are you going to react to it? But what do level be now? What advance be beyond how you're always equipoised. Whether lamentation and this will be beyond how whatever happens, you just give thanks to God that now Yankopon be to me to be because after whatever happens, you are sober. You don't. Bibi kwa to nenya. I say God, I deserve more than this. So thank you. Bibi boss net. I say God, I don't even deserve this, but you are giving me in this position. No, now you'll be able to know your past life. Now you see how to be great here now. So kumuno. Obi we are once there. When you know kumuna honto, that kind of situation, no, you will never know anything about your past life. Nature will hide it from you because ebe next life abe portal because now obe active badly. And into past life is there, you can know. And you'll be an name obey to me name before so obey to me past life and so you'll be a some standard to be say any negative influence also. So it's possible.
Yeah, the interview no Jana, what's your take on Freemasonry? Our next interview maybe Sanama Adade Dazi Kwabena and I mean Mrs. Yakra. Nana Yawado was a Christianity doesn't teach reincarnation. Hebrew chapter 9 verses 27.
Or say it is appointed to man once to die after that judgment. Share break of very literature. Once to die and to die once and you're the same. Huh? They make what I say. Once to die and to die once and you're the same thing. Okay, say once you are here, I'm going to feed you. It doesn't mean about once a pair. So okay, say once to die and to die once. It is never the same thing. People should just get this correct.
Jana, me do this here.
See, a big topic one day we'll treat it.
We have to.
What kind of Bible never show more mokobaye? Elijah came as John the Baptist. Jesus said it. So once to die and to die once can never be the same thing. I said once you finish writing your exams, bro, and then just say oh them to you back up. You can write 4 or 5 times. Copy so be and they bro once to die and to die once and it's never the same thing. No, 10 beyond no can no 6:27 Hebrews. And yes, and the chede. There's judgment. That judgment will prompt you into another life. There will always be judgment after death. Yes, because judgment in the best become a woko. But just say, oh, only once.
You always see why. You always see. Me did the Kofi. I don't mind when he put his head out and answer for him. But Mariam, if you say, go download the Kofi app, no, just go on Play Store, search a Kofi app. It's just KOFI. APP app. What download do the videos in now Benya Bribia show Kofi radio so you can listen to Kofi radio. You see the music and the other stuff ever kika home. So you can get Kofi radio and so now wait to me ATM Bribia and then KofiTV.tv. Kohona kind breaking news stories how do I work and you get them KofiTV.tv and then your YouTube account no Mariam fee say obe Kohono Kunya HD version of interviews never ending now. So internet ne how don't worry, we are you can get the full interview back and watch YouTube. So until just subscribe, click on the subscribe button to when say load new video pe ubenya prompt to say the new video at so until click the subscribe button no. You call ya Kofi TV, search Kofi TV or YouTube, no click subscribe. to subscribe wa be boy the video to mu ana watumi enye bi ahwe je na wodo number be man because say ade me pay say e be wie na nkofo e be frefre me say jana number meaning so our last words but before then my telephone number
my number no ye 0262 143963 0262143963 me WhatsApp group say me kire sa na ma we wom nti obi pe na over time na o ka say me adding up na me can be say obi bia was sending message I mean to reply na nye intentional nya botre me respond be bre so frame me ntimo mpeke nti na ha omo nti no ofre na ma mpeke nya botre ma me nipa ne doso I have to attend to everybody nti mesre some few people
it's just like say is it Okasha Karimu was say bye bye thank you for not reading my comments comments let doors until say men kind of comments or her then it becomes asemo
why meso me da say bribia no ye ba amanfo pe wo kan comment na be very encouraging ebi so ha na nya encourage but for me de me bibia and discourage me unim no na wo kan just go ahead and say it Bible no authentic obi kan bibi say they make a be or get to name a Bible no authentic authentic even though now no or my hasia or mo changing on your Bible no I know if you money in Bible mom kind Bible no they know say there's some agenda be to change some few things in the Bible e go so moye but I don't just a Bible no any authentic but the thing say enkrofo ma dwen say nyankopon say bi o kan no ento asomu no omo de omunyansa esesa no ma bi wom but I feel say no de yemfa no nto nche but the Bible is a book of God obi di akire ye efri na komom from your heart we are sincere na odi nyankopon asem so Bible no ma obenya nkwaje ene ne hia. Thank you.
On said that CP was say I've been calling him since and he's not picking up. Ifa Alexander.
If I'm a me why? Where the question of Rubinya me pacho.
Edamase. Yakramo.